Hi, everyone, and welcome to my next lecture. Today, I'm going to give you an overview on commercial package policies. I do understand that when you've studied personal lines policies, such as personal auto, dwelling, and home, it gets pretty overwhelming to start learning a new type of line of insurance, so such as commercial lines. But if you hang in there, the rewards are going to be great. Now, my goal here is to give you a better understanding or outline, if you will, of a commercial package policy so that it'll be easier for you to study a CPP. So for those of you who are not sure, CPP it just stands for commercial package policies. It's just the short version. So a little bit of background. So the commercial package policy was introduced by the ISO, the Insurance Service Office, in 1986. So the ISO constructed a specialized form to meet a specific policy function for businesses. Those forms fulfill separate lines of insurance for those businesses. For instance, commercial auto policy would insure the business's autos depending on how they are used. That's just one separate line of insurance. Now, you can get a separate standalone commercial auto policy for your business, but that would be considered a monoline, not a CPP. So a CPP is basically it's a package, meaning there's more than one. You're going to have more than one line of insurance in one policy. If you have two or more, then that's considered a CPP. And so we'll get more into that next. So every commercial package policy consists of three standard elements. You have your common policy declarations, you have your common policy conditions, and you have your coverage parts. So remember, a package policy is basically a policy that consists of two or more parts. For instance, let's take a homeowner's policy. A homeowner's policy is a package policy as well because it has part A, which is the policy structure, and it has part B, which is your liability. Now, a homeowner's policy is not a commercial lines, it's a personal lines, but I'm trying to drill in how a package policy looks. So a commercial package policy would consist of two or more lines of insurance that businesses need for commercial use. So remember, commercial use is for businesses. These are the lines here, and we'll talk about those a little more on my next slides. So commercial coverages that can be included in a CPP are as follows. And just so you guys know, all of my viewers out there, I do a lot of repetition. So you're going to hear a lot of the same things just because I understand that you're studying, and repetition helps helps your brain to remember. So anyway, these are the coverages. So you have your commercial general liability insurance, there's commercial property insurance, there's equipment breakdown protection, there's farm coverage, commercial crime, commercial inland marine insurance, and commercial auto. These are the coverage parts. In some states they may be different because I believe breakdown protection also includes like boiler protection and things like that. So you may want to just look into that and make sure that it's not being called something different in your state. But anyhow, those are the coverages, and if you select two or more of these coverages for a policy, then it would be it would be a commercial package policy. So I'm going to discuss the components of a commercial package policy in a little bit more detail. So we went over this a little bit at the beginning. The commercial package policy consists of your common policy declarations page, your common policy conditions page, and then one or more coverage parts, right? So just like a home or auto policy, the CPP also contains a certain type of structure. It's the parts that should be included in your policy. Imagine if you were a business owner and you purchased a commercial package policy for your business and you were handed a packet that included policy documents. So in those documents, that's where you'll see there's going to be like a common policy declarations page and what that entails, the common policy conditions and what that entails, and the coverages that you selected and what those entail. So I'm just going to briefly go over just a overview of what is in this. Now this is going to help you study, but there's more if you know that you probably will want to look into, when you study with your manual. This is just basically going to help you study in your study manual. Okay. So let's start with the common policy declaration. So basically, this is what you'll likely see in a common policies declaration. You are going to see parties to the contract listed in there. You will see the policy period that belongs in there, a description of the insured's business, scheduled parts, coverage parts that you've selected. Um, it'll tell you like certain coverages for what you've selected, and then premiums charged for each part and the total premium as well. So that's what you'll see. This is like I said, is going to take a little bit more studying to actually get to understand it, but these are the type of categories you want to study in the declarations page. So then you have the common policy conditions. So typically in a common policy conditions page, you'll see that there are conditions about cancellations, policy changes, how the insurer audits the policy, premium information or conditions to the premium, and then the transfer of rights, so one business owner to another business owner and how that works. All of that information would be in the common policy conditions. So those are the parts, but you're probably going to be spending the majority of the time studying commercial package policies parts. So I'm going to go back to that slide. Um, these are the parts, but these are not the coverages and what they entail. There's a lot of information to each of these coverages that you'll need to understand when you're taking your exam. Um, in the future, maybe in the next couple weeks or maybe next week, I'll try to post another video on some of these coverage parts, um, and hopefully give you an understanding maybe of the some of the ones that are a little bit more difficult to understand. But this is what you want to really boil down and study. As long as you understand the overview of a commercial package policy and how that works, then you want to just take a lot of your time studying the coverage parts. I mean, obviously you want to know what's in the common policy declarations, what's in the common policy conditions, and coverage parts. That's important. So this was just an overview. If you guys do not yet have study material, check out, I'll leave a link below. I'm partnered with Kaplan Financial, and they actually have a lot of really good study material. I actually did a video on some of their material that you may want to check out. Because I'm partnered with them, they give me a discount. So you click on that link and then you go to your state and then you select the product and you purchase it. So, you'll get a discount for it. So anyway, I want to just thank you guys for continuing to watch my videos. If you really want to keep in contact and get updated videos, please subscribe. If you like it, show me some love, hit like. And then again, here's the website for Kaplan Financial. So if you're interested in some more study material, or if you haven't even purchased any study material, check out what they have available for your state. Well, thank you guys. Again, I am Rebecca, your insurance lady. Have a wonderful day.